and management or other affiliated organizations.
It's Kutztown Live with George Flaitland, your campus community issues talk show. Call in live to Kutztown Live at 610-683-4859. That's 610-683-4859. Kutztown Live with George Flaitland. And now, live from the KUR studios, it's Kutztown Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another edition of Kutztown Live. I'm your host, George Flaitland, and we've got quite a show packed for you today. First today, we're going to have Presidential Ambassadors Vice President Chelsea Davis and Lauren McDonough with us. And then later on in the show, we're going to have Dr. So-Go, the music professor, to talk with us about the concerts coming up at Kutztown University. And later, you can talk with us about the Apple Watch and how you feel about that. And Florida International University and their Discovery Lab recently came out with robotic cops. So you can tune in later for that one at 610-683-4859 to talk about your thoughts about that. But first, we have KU Presidential Ambassadors Vice President Chelsea Davis and historian Lauren McDonough. Thank you for coming into the studio today, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
So, not too many people know what KU Presidential Ambassadors are, but what is your mission and your goals here at Kutztown University with how the club is organized and run?
Well, basically, we're an organization here on campus that really tries to connect past alumni at the university with current students. We feel that it's really important for people who used to come here to be able to connect with our students now and see what the university was like back then, and then for new students now to see and tell them what the university is like now. And it also brings like a lot of great networking opportunities for students. So like say like an education major here who's currently a student meets an alumni, like they could get connections with them and see what the alumni is doing now and hopefully help them with their future endeavors.
And it's a great organization here on campus, connecting students here on Kutztown University with alumni. I'm currently a presidential ambassador myself, so it's great to have both of you on today, of course, and represent. Of course. So Chelsea, as vice president, what are some of your duties and responsibilities for the club on campus?
Well, I help out Ashley, our president, a lot with all of our events that we plan in the fall and the spring. My main thing is just helping and monitoring all of our committees on our board, and I just am like that bumblebee that helps everyone throughout the whole semester.
She's a great VP.
And what are some of those committees and subcommittees that you have at Presidential Ambassadors?
We have the social media committee. That's the one I actually run as historian. We have membership chair, and what they do is they like create events for all of the student body here. So one of the events that we actually have coming up towards the end of the semester that everyone should look out for is we're going to have like a snow cone truck and a photo booth, kind of like a stress buster thing for finals. So that's what membership chair does. Then we have recruitment, which is trying to get new members each semester.
Induction ceremony.
Yeah, induction ceremony.
Which is kind of just for us, but inducting all new members into our committee.
Mm-hmm. And Dinner with Golden Bears.
Dinner with Golden Bears coming up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Dinner with Golden Bears, that's a recent event that's coming up for you guys. Do you know when that date is and how people can sign up for that to have dinner with current alumni?
Yeah, actually, Dinner with Golden Bears is a new thing that we're doing. We're hoping that juniors and seniors come out and can network with all the alumni. It will be a formal dinner, and each table will have an alum in a different field for each senior to kind of just get to know, question them, learn from them, and hopefully get some connections with them so they can start their future. So it's April 1st, and if you want to sign up now, you can go to career services.
The Career Network service.
And you can find us and just RSVP. It's free. All you have to do is RSVP, and yeah, we're hoping to be a great event.
It's going to be some catered food. It's going to be really formal and really nice. So if you're a junior and senior out there, you should definitely sign up for that event.
It's a definitely good event. Getting to know some alumni in your current field and the fields that you want to pursue. Now, Lauren, as historian, what are some of your things that you do to help out the club?
My main job basically is to keep track of like what we're doing throughout the year. So I started as historian in fall, and what I'm doing is having like all members, whatever events they go to, like we have bigger events in the fall than we do in the spring, but just having them take pictures, like remembering what they're doing, and kind of like keep track of what great things that we're doing over the year, and so people like new members next year can see what we've been doing, and for members like myself, when I'll be graduating, I can come back and like look at what we've done as an organization and kind of be proud of what we're doing. It's
definitely good to have a historian on any club, really, to look back and look through the years and past events, see, smiling, happy faces at all these, formal events and stuff like that.
Exactly.
But still being able to have a fun time with alumni and connecting students and engaging that interaction. And so the spring isn't a huge time for presidential ambassadors, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
So in the fall, what are some of the big things that presidential ambassadors are involved with?
Homecoming is our biggest event. We do so many different things when homecoming comes.
Yeah, homecoming is when we give away our tuition sweepstakes. So that's like something that we raise money for all year, and we pull names and we give away free tuition to students. Yeah, it's like a raffle ticket system, kind of. So like, during basically as soon as people get back in the fall, we'll start sending out tickets, and I think it's like $50 or something for 3 tickets, and you write your name on it, and it goes into a drawing, and you have the opportunity to win free tuition, which is kind of a big deal, I know, for a lot of people.
Oh, definitely. And I remember coming into Kutztown, I actually got some tickets in the mail to my house before I even stepped on campus, which I thought was ridiculous. Like,
eager
awesome.
Beavers over here.
We are on top of our game.
Yeah.
They'll find you no matter what, those presidential ambassadors.
They'll
get back to you, even if you're not at the university quite yet, but free tuition is always good.
Yeah.
But homecoming is fun. I mean, we also do tailgates, which is like at every home football game.
Those are fun.
In the rec center, we'll have like a tailgate for alumni to come back, and it's like a completely catered event, and they can come and watch the football game from the little patio outside. And it's a really nice way for like us as ambassadors to interact with them and get to know them. And we have a lot of awesome alumni who come back to every football game, and it's always really nice seeing them again. And you create like bonds and friendships with them as well. So it's pretty awesome.
Now, what kind of cool people have you been able to meet because of presidential ambassadors that people wouldn't necessarily get to meet if they weren't necessarily a presidential ambassador?
We meet so many unique people. We really do. There's such characters. But we personally met Andre Reed because as an alum, like we helped basically cater to him like when he was here. Oh, who else did I meet?
And for those who don't know who Andre Reed is, Andre Reed was a wide receiver here at Kutztown University, graduate of 2005, but played back in the 80s, and then went on to play professional football in the NFL for the Buffalo Bills, and didn't quite get to win a championship with Jim Kelly 3-4 times, I believe, something like that. But he was actually recently inducted into the Hall of Fame. So it was actually incredible to see him come at homecoming and have the stadium dedicated to him.
Oh yeah, that was a huge thing for the university in general, but for us as ambassadors. There was like
a big event for us.
Yeah, there was multiple events leading up to that where we got to interact with him and kind of like make that day even more special for him and his family.
All right. So I know you guys have a lot of interaction with the president on campus, interim president currently, Dr. Carlos Vargas, and the soon-to-be president. We haven't had a naming yet of that yet. But what kinds of things do you do with the president at events and stuff like that?
I love the president. It's nice to be on we're on name-to-name basis with the president, so that's kind of cool to be able to walk around campus and be like, "What's up?"
Yeah. He's really nice. I mean, even when Dr. Ceballos was here, they were both they really took the time to get to know us as individuals, and he really appreciates the work that we do for him. Yeah. So basically, just some of the stuff
we always do dinner with him.
Mm-hmm.
As ambassadors, we do the president's dinner where we all go to his house one night and we just have a nice sit-down dinner. We do that in the fall, so it's another thing to add to.
But then at the end of fall semester, he usually has what they call a holiday reception, where he invites professors and faculty and alumni to come back to the school, and he has a little get together with good food and holiday spirit, and we help out with that as well, so we're really fortunate to be able to work so closely with him.
It's definitely great. So honestly, what was probably highlights of you being in presidential ambassadors? If you had to pick, top 1-2 things that either you've been able to interact with alumni or had some great funny experiences, stuff like that.
Personally, for me, I love the events that we do, and I love the alumni that I've met. But I feel like for me, ambassadors has kind of been a close-knit family for me, and I've made some really awesome friendships with people that I know will last and stay with me after I graduate. So I think I really just treasure the people who I've gotten to know and the experiences that I've had overall. I don't know if I could pick one specific time. It's all pretty awesome.
Yeah. And for me personally, it's really changed me into a great person, a great leader. I've learned a lot about myself just from being in this organization. But just with Lauren, everybody in it is awesome, and the events are fun, and I just would recommend it to anybody if I had the chance to.
Yeah.
Now, if you're a freshman or sophomore, are you still able to come out to be a presidential ambassador?
Oh, yeah, yes. We encourage it. Highly encourage it.
Yeah, actually, we have an open house tonight.
It's in the South Dining Hall.
The Viewpoints, and it's from 6 to 7:30.
Yeah,
tonight.
Come out. We'll have some goodies and snacks for you, and you can learn more about us, and we can learn more about you. Anybody can pretty much get involved with ambassadors as long as you have 2 full semesters left, and it's really easy to apply, and we love new people, so definitely come and check us out.
Yeah, so definitely go to South Dining Hall tonight from around 6, you said?
Yep, 6 to 7:30.
6 to 7:30. Get yourself some great South Dining Hall food, of course. And then also check out the presidential ambassadors and their chair, and they want to meet you. And you can also get involved with them. And it's a great organization, as these ladies have been talking about. You meet great alumni. You have great networking skills with alumni. And it's a great overall club that more people should know about.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you want to know more, you can also check us out on Facebook under just the Kutztown Presidential Ambassadors. You can find us on there, and we post stuff quite frequently.
Often,
so yeah, you'll be able to learn.
And Instagram, we have an Instagram too.
Oh yeah, Instagram. It's
social media.
Yeah, we're big on social media here.
Of course you are. All right. Thank you, Chelsea, and thank you, Lauren, for coming on the show today.
George.
All right. So stick around here on Kutztown Live. We're going to bring in Dr. Sogo to talk about the concert series coming up, and stick around for more KU Live.
It's telescopic topics, a look into the world above us.
Looking for a planet in the night sky is easy enough. Just get the timing right, and you can see Venus without even getting out a pair of binoculars. But how on earth do scientists find planets around other stars? You can't just point a telescope at them. Compared to their star, they're incredibly faint, unless you're talking about one monster of a planet. Thankfully, there are ways besides visually spotting a planet around another star that do the job. So what worked first? Doppler spectroscopy, also known as radial velocity, was the first method that got results. Its premise is fairly simple, though it requires a bit of knowledge as to how light and gravity work. You see, a star doesn't remain stationary if it has a planet orbiting it. The planet's mass tugs on it slightly, which results in the combined system orbiting a point called the barycenter, the average center of gravity. This means the star will occasionally be moving toward us, shifting its light toward the blue end of the spectrum, and then away, moving it towards the red end. If a scientist discovers a consistent, regular shift in a star's spectrum, that means some significant mass is orbiting it. This is likely a planet, and if it's not, it's usually something obvious, like a black hole or another star, both of which are rather distinctive in how they affect their parent star. But massive non-planet objects aren't the only things which can throw this method off target. If the planet's orbit is top-down or side-on from our point of view, there's no spectrum shift to measure, although being exactly one or the other is a very rare occurrence indeed. It also has trouble with less massive planets, particularly ones of around Earth size, but even those can be found with some difficulty, usually using other methods to confirm the findings. Still, it has been used to find the vast majority of extrasolar planets in the current catalog. Who knows, maybe we'll even visit one of them someday.
Telescopic Topics, a look into the world above us. Stay tuned to KUR for more telescopic topics, and for more information or to hear the segment again, click on the Telescopic Topics icon on the KUR website at www.kutztown.edu/KUR. Telescopic Topics is a production of the KU Physical Sciences Department and is recorded by the KU astronomy students in the studios of KUR. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.
It's on us
to stop sexual assault.
It's on us to be more than a bystander.
Not look the other way if we see something bad happening.
Not give our friends a pass.
Create an environment where women feel and are safe.
It's on us to
stand up to those who tell us it's not our business.
Hold our friends accountable for their actions.
It's on us, the Golden Bear community, to stop sexual assault.
I took the pledge, and you can too, at itsonus.org.
Did you know that 80% of KU students don't binge drink?
Hanging posters again? Do you think that poster is really true?
Yes, it is true. I am a KU health ambassador and familiar with the audit. KU students participate in alcohol screening each year. We use the alcohol use disorder identification test. It is a simple way to screen and identify people who are at risk of developing alcohol problems. We have learned that the majority of students are taking care of business and focusing on academics.
You know, most of my friends don't drink, so I guess what this poster is saying is true.
Would you like to get a group of friends together for a bite to eat?
Sounds great. Text me later.
Kutztown Living, neighbor to neighbor.
Funded by the Pennsylvania Liquor Control Board.
Would you like to hear positive and uplifting stories? The People Chronicles is a website that shares inspiring stories from Berks County and beyond. You can find a story that speaks to you or share a story of your own. Check out the People Chronicles online at thepeoplechronicles.com.
And hear those inspiring stories every Thursday at 11:30 a.m. here on KUR.
All new, it's Sesame Street Live. Make a new friend. No matter where you're from or where you've been, everyone is special, so join in. Elmo, Grover, Abby Cadabby, and their Sesame Street friends explore the universal fun of friendship, from dancing to sharing cookies.
Make a memory with your friends and family. Sesame Street Live, Make a New Friend at the Santander Performing Arts Center, April 8th. Tickets on sale now through Ticketmaster.
Newsbreak is a student-run news program produced right here at Kutztown University. It features stories that affect the Lehigh Valley, as well as Berks County weather and KU sports. You can watch on Service Electric Berks and on Kutztown University campus on Channel 24, and on Hometown Utilicon Channel 28. KU TV Newsbreak. What are you watching?
It's hard for me to talk about, but I remember I was late for work and I was speeding. Then I saw the car and I hit the car, and at that point I just remember everything in slow motion, the car wrapping around me, and I kept thinking to myself, this is it, I'm going to die. Instead, I'm in the hospital. I'm going home tomorrow. But the hardest part with all this is with Andy. He doesn't look me in the eye anymore. He just kind of pats me on the hand. He probably knows that I know that he's going to leave me, and I can see that in his face just as clearly as I can see what I've done to mine.
Speeding gets you nowhere fast. A public service message brought to you by this station and the U.S. Department of Transportation.
Hi, hon. I thought you were coming home early.
Yeah.
What's the matter? What happened?
And I realized today just how much I really love you.
What do you mean?
I almost got killed today.
Oh, my God.
I was rushing home to catch the game. There was a train coming. I thought I could beat it.
Oh, Billy.
I was just about to go around the gate. Something made me slam on the brakes.
Oh, thank God.
My coffee went everywhere.
I'm so glad you're all right.
It wasn't worth the risk. Never see you again. Never smell your hair.
Don't even say that.
Never see you walk.
I love you.
I'm sorry.
It takes a mile for a train to stop. Don't try to beat a train, or someone you love will get hurt. Look, listen, and live. This message brought to you by Operation Lifesaver and this station.
The moment she sees you, she gets excited. She can hardly control herself. She runs to you and jumps into your lap. You stroke her back. She licks all over your face. You rub her stomach. She pants heavily. Then she jumps down and runs off. She turns and tilts her head. She barks. She returns and lays at your feet. She whimpers. Then she darts off again. She probably wants you to chase her. She doesn't know you can't play like you used to. Because she doesn't know you're paralyzed. See, you didn't think you needed a seatbelt just to drive up the road. Then that truck ran that stop sign and bam, you got thrown from the car. If you had only known that most car crashes occur close to home, you would have been wearing your seatbelt, and you wouldn't be stuck in that wheelchair. And this story wouldn't have gotten all twisted, and you'd be rolling around on the floor by now. So buckle up, because you never know.
A message from the Department of Transportation and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Kutztown Live with George Flaidland on KUR. Call in at 610-683-4859. It's Kutztown Live.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Kutztown Live. I'm your host, George Flaidland, here with another edition of Kutztown Live. We've had such a great day. Earlier, we already have KU presidential ambassadors, Lauren McDonough and Chelsea Davis, to talk about their recruitment skills and talking about how their club organizes meeting current students with alumni of Kutztown University. But here today, we're going to welcome Dr. So Go, music professor here at Kutztown University. He's the assistant professor of clarinet here at Kutztown University, and welcome on to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here today.
So, Dr. Sogo, I want to ask you first, what sort of first inspired you and your musical abilities that sort of started your passion for music?
Well, I started music about, when I started music pretty late. I started music when I was about 12 years old, when I was in high school. And I remember the tremendous amount of